What's up, dude?
What's happening? You ready to train?
I am, and I'm late. Writing the program, finishing a call, starting late. It is 3:18. I cannot be late for dinner. Rule number 1 in a happy life, don't be late to dinner. Make the wifey happy. Writing the program on the board today, and this is something you can do. When life hits you and you can't train like normal, which happened to me because brand new truck, a 2023, it decided that the roof didn't want to hold up and it just started dripping water on me while I was driving. Don't know how. Washington State. Took that into the last 2 days. I skipped a training session and then I had to basically, I started my leg day and then they called me and told me I had to come pick up my truck, and I had like 20 minutes to get super far, so I did like next to nothing. So I'm like dying to train hard, and so I'm adding intensification methods to everything. So you're gonna see me go through my normal push day. So we have chest, shoulders, and triceps today, but I'm adding Myo-Reps, I'm adding a drop set ladder, I'm adding max partials to do, basically you would call that an extended set to failure. And now I'm going to do a really badass superset over here where we're doing, like, I call it a contract and stretch. So I'm going to contract, shorten the muscle, and then I'm going to stretch the muscle. And I'm going to do something called tiger push-ups, which sounds way crazier than it is, but you'll see what that is. Dude, that was actually a pretty good tiger noise. So yeah, we're going to get into it. I'm going to go change, and then we're going to pump you up. All right, let's get it. Push day. Let's get it. Look how big this thing is. Have you ever seen a gallon water bottle like that? It's not easy to find. How much water are you drinking today?
What did a blender bottle, 20 ounces?
Yeah.
I drink probably 4 or 5 of those a day.
Okay.
I know water is good for you, but I get to this point where I just I'm constantly peeing and it becomes an inconvenience.
I periodize my water throughout the day to avoid that, because otherwise, yeah, you're just pissing all day. I drink a lot first thing in the morning because it's really good early on, and then I typically try to just sip. All right, phone down, let's get to work. Starting with cable lateral raises. So we got push day 2. Push day 2 is a shoulder dominant day. So typically anybody that I program for, as well as any program I'm doing for myself, programs in the Tailored Trainer app, it's the same thing. Like when you have a push day, you typically have 2 push days. If you only have 1 push day a week, it's probably because you're on like a 3 or a 4 day split. In that case, I would make it chest dominant because it's gonna be safer to do more pressing horizontally from a joint perspective. However, if you're a female, you might not want to do as much of that because a lot of times they want to develop more shoulders, which would mean vertical. But nonetheless, this is push day 2, which means the first push day of the week was chest dominant. The second one's gonna be shoulder dominant. So we're starting with a shoulder-based focus with cable lateral raises to get just some blood flow, a little bit of a pre-fatigue pump in the delts. Then we're moving into a high incline press on the Smith machine. I like high incline because it puts your shoulders in a better position. Going completely vertical can be an issue for some people. So when we're doing a seated press, it's just nice to do high incline, especially on the Smith machine. So that's my shoulder press, and we're gonna work up to a heavy 8 to 10 reps, then do a back off set of 12 to 15 with a bunch of Myo-Reps, which are a really cool way to do rest pause sets. So you'll see that here in a sec. I am a huge fan of these. If you have a cable machine or you don't mind investing a little bit of your own money for whatever gym you go to, cheap on Amazon, little straps. Most people use them for getting their booty pump on. I'm not doing any booty pumps, but you can completely eliminate a lot of the awkward positioning of your wrists, and you can direct the tension into your shoulders way better by using these. So I'm just strapping them to my wrists, and then I'm gonna connect them to the cable. I like crossing them. So instead of me having them out here, I'm gonna actually cross so there's tension constantly. Because one of the big keys with hypertrophy is getting that tension on the stretch portion of the movement. Very difficult to do with your shoulders because your shoulders are technically in a stretch position at the bottom, but usually when people get right here, they're right back up. So if I can create resistance at the bottom of the movement, which is easier with a cable than a dumbbell, I'm gonna do so by pulling the cable from this way. So I could either do single arm crossing to where the cable's crossing me, which is really great, or I can just cross them here, almost like Wolverine, and now I'm coming out like this. All right, now we got high incline, so literally as high as I can go before I'm vertical. And I'm gonna hit myself in the face. Perfect, so I'm basically still overhead, but I'm just slightly leaned back, which makes it easier to not knock my nose or my chin on it, but also it's a little bit easier on my shoulders. Still gonna keep that tension in the delts. I got a little bit of a juicy pump from the cable lateral raises. It's a pre-fatigue, so I don't want to go all out on those, but I did get after it enough to really like feel some good tension, get the blood flow in my shoulders. Now I'm moving into the high incline press. I have 2 sets of 8 to 10. So I'm gonna do a couple warm-up sets, do a couple hard working sets. Then we're gonna do a set of 12 to 15 with some Myo-Reps. And the Myo-Reps are key. It's basically a rest pause intensification set. What I'm gonna do is finish my last set of 8 to 10, rack it, wait 5 to 10 seconds. I usually tell people take 2 to 3 deep breaths, about the time frame you need. Then I'm gonna do 3 to 5 reps again. Rack it, take some breaths, 3 to 5 reps, take some breaths. Keep going until I can no longer get 3 reps. So you basically rest pause for sets of 3 until you literally cannot lift it 3 times. If you do more than, I would say 5 or 6 sets of 3 after your last set, you were just not lifting heavy enough to begin with. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me on camera. Because then that'll be a slap in the face for my own advice. Oh, that is an RIR of 0. Oh. All right, now we got a Myo-Rep set. So I'm gonna peel a little bit of weight off this for this next set. And what we'll do is go 12 to 15 reps, which there's nothing special about. If you wanna do Myo-Reps like this, you don't have to do 12 to 15. You can do 6 reps, you can do 8 reps, 10 reps, doesn't matter. Normally for me, my program is written as doing a couple heavy sets of 8 to 10 and then having a back off set of 12 to 15. So I'm doing the exact same thing, but I'm adding Myo-Reps to the end of it. Again, I had 2 sessions that were, we'll say, taken from me, that I wasn't really able to train. So in times like that where your training volume for the week is lower because of lifestyle factors you can't control, adding intensification sets is good, techniques are good. And you can do this by just literally on the last set of something, which you'll notice today. I'm not doing this on every set. So when we do like the partials or the extended sets or anything today, I'm not doing it on every single set. That's overkill. I'm doing it on the last set. If you did this on the first set, your performance on the sets that follow is just gonna tank. You're not gonna lift as heavy, your volume drops, and you actually don't build as much. But if you do it on the last set, where it's not gonna negatively impact the rest of your training, or it just adds to the training you're already doing, it's good. It's gonna help you speed up time, get more volume in. Probably went a little too heavy. You know it's getting good when you can't have a laugh. Come on. That was it. Whew. Oh, I almost didn't get that up.
That's what she said.
Wow, Myo-Reps literally take it out of you. I haven't done those in a while. Highly recommend them. That was brutal. All right, we're done with shoulders. We're gonna move into chest. Cable, fly to press. We got 3 sets of this, and then we're gonna go into some incline bench press dumbbells. So the cable fly to press, it's mainly a press on the cable machine, but what I'm doing is I'm just coming out wide. Basically, imagine yourself doing a cable press while emphasizing the stretch of your pecs on the bottom of that lift. And so I'm going a set of 8 to 10, and then a set of 12 to 15, and then a set of 20 to 25. So this is essentially almost like one set with 2 drop sets, but I'm gonna take breaks in between them. A typical drop set would be 8 to 10, immediately drop the weight and go into a set of 15 to 20, for example. Whereas what I'm doing is more like a reverse ladder, starting with or reverse pyramid, if you will. Starting with less reps, heavier load, and then taking a break, back off the weight, increase the reps, take a break, back off the weight, increase the reps again. So 3 total rounds. That was 8 to 10. And we got 12 to 15. 40 pounds lighter. Really, like, if you watch my tempo too, I don't always remember to do this, but what I'm trying to do, control, not because a 4-second negative is better than a 3 or a 2, or you have to go super slow, but if you don't focus on controlling the negative, there's no, like, your motor unit control is bad, right? So motor units and skill acquisition, and basically your brain signaling your muscles and joints how to move properly. The nervous system sends a signal to the muscle to move the joint. So nervous system, muscular system, skeletal system. I gotta slow down and think in order to be able to do this properly. So I'm slowing down on the negative just to control it, add a pause in the stretch phase, and then I try to explode in the concentric. That explosive tempo is gonna be good to recruit fast switch motor units and muscle fibers, which is good for building muscle, but you gotta take it to fatigue. So this is kind of the best way to combine these different elements, right? Control on the way down, pause at the big stretch, explode on the way out. Doing that tempo with almost any lift is gonna help you out. Squat slow on the way down, pause at the bottom, explode up, right? Negative RDL on the way down slow, pause at the bottom stretch, explode on the way through. Everything you do, if you focus on that tempo, you're probably gonna be in a good place. Drop another 40 pounds, going 20 to 25. These are the sets that you get to like 5 reps, and you're like, dang it, I went too light. Then you get to 15 and you wanna cry. Now that my pecals want to explode, we got slight incline dumbbell bench press. Doing a lot of incline primarily because I'm focusing on upper chest, so we do want to emphasize a little bit more incline, but also sometimes incline, and so for some people, slight decline just puts their shoulders in a better position is all it is. But anytime you're pressing, any way you can put yourself in a position to pack the shoulders down in the bench, it's gonna keep your shoulders safe. So we got 8 to 12 reps, and then we're gonna do an extended set of partials at the bottom, which I'll show you in a second. probably done a couple more reps. We're sitting at like an RIR2, reps in reserve. 2 to 3 on the first set, 1 to 2 on the second set, and then balls to the wall on the last set. Last set on the dumbbell light incline bench press, we're gonna do an extended set of partials. This is a great way to squeeze in some kind of intensifier that's gonna be a very backed by science intensification method. So this is something that we can add volume, add a lot of tension in the stretch phase of the movement, squeeze out just that extra 5% of results. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit our normal set of 8 to 10, and on the last rep, when I'm done, I have like 1 left in the tank, I'm just gonna sit in that bottom range of motion, kind of pulsing the weight in that stretch position, doing like quarter reps, half reps. What I'm doing is I'm just loading that stretch repetitively. So I'm increasing the volume of the most critical and important tension placed on the muscle throughout the entire set. And I'm doing this on the last set because that way it doesn't fatigue more sets that I have in front of me because I don't have any more left. If you didn't know anything about science and you were looking from afar, that would probably look so pathetic. There's somebody in the gym doing this. I actually used to think that was pathetic at a public gym before I realized that science proved that to be effective. Now we got triceps. Push day 2, done. A few things. First and foremost, thank you for watching this. I hope you're enjoying it. We've been getting good feedback. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope he's having fun filming these. And we just want to keep creating great content, good videos, giving you value, showing you what I do and what I'm doing in my journey in this lean bulk now that we're diving into this, which is the second thing. I'm up another pound or so and I'm feeling good. I'm gaining at about a pound a week, but I can tell it's starting to taper off because this week it really came to a halt. We bumped up calories this week. Within the next couple weeks, we're gonna shoot another day of eating because I'm eating a lot of food. I'm feeling really full, feeling really good. So there's some changes to the diet that we've been making. Number 3, I promise I train legs. We don't film many leg sessions. I was just thinking about this and it's kind of comical. People can watch this and be like, damn, I don't think this guy trains legs, which they're not very big. I don't love training legs, but I need a leg press. I don't like loading my spine too much, so I drive to a YMCA I have a YMCA membership just for the leg press basically. But your boy bought a leg press. I haven't even told you this yet. I bought a leg press. It'll be here next month in February. So we're gonna be able to train legs here because I just needed that leg press and I'm excited about it. So we'll be shooting some leg training videos. But anything else you wanna see, any tips, any hacks, any program design stuff, if you wanna check out the Tailored Trainer, the app, you get a 7-day free trial. Go to thetailoredtrainer.com. TailoredCoachingMethod.com for all of our coaching, free content, guides, blogs, all that stuff. I appreciate you guys watching this. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below with any questions for me. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time.